Good day, everyone. Today, I want to talk about something deeply meaningful and personal. It's a concept that transcends challenges, successes, fears, and dreams God's planned for you. Whether you feel lost or clear, hopeful or uncertain, I want you to know that your life is a part of something greater. There's a design, a purpose, a unique plan that is meant only for you. Life is a journey filled with twists and turns, and there are many times we can't see beyond the next bend in the road. Maybe you've been in situations where nothing seems to make sense. We all have those times when we wonder if we're even on the right path. But it's often in those very moments of uncertainty, in the heart of our confusion, that God's plan is quietly, powerfully at work. You see, the plan isn't something you'll know all at once. It's revealed to us step by step, like a sunrise that gently lights the world around us. So even when it feels like you're walking in darkness, I want you to remember that the light is coming. God has a way of illuminating your path just when you need it most. Trust, that's a big one, isn't it? Trusting in something you can't always see, in a future that feels far away. Trusting God's plan is like planting a seed. You may not see any progress for a while, but beneath the surface, there's growth happening. Roots are forming, and one day that seed will break through the soil and bloom. Just because you can't see growth doesn't mean it isn't happening. In your life, there will be closed doors, missed opportunities, and dreams that don't go the way you hoped. But let me tell you this, every single closed door, every missed chance is leading you closer to the path you are meant to be on. Sometimes God redirects us. Sometimes what we want isn't what we truly need. Trust that even the setbacks, even the painful moments, are part of the bigger picture. Each one of us has a unique purpose. You have a calling that's different from anyone else's on this planet. It's in the way you move, the way you think, the way you love. It's in your gifts, in your challenges, and in your dreams. Think about that for a second. There's no one else who can bring to this world what you can. Your purpose might not always look like what you expected. Sometimes it's not about grand gestures or achievements. Sometimes it's about the small, quiet ways you touch lives around you. Maybe it's in your kindness, your strength, your creativity, or your resilience. Maybe it's in simply being there for others. Your purpose is woven into every part of you. We often look for signs outside of ourselves, but sometimes the clearest direction is within. God often speaks to us in the stillness, in those quiet moments when we're tuned in and listening. When you're struggling with a decision, take a moment to pause, to get quiet and listen. Sometimes that small voice is the loudest guidance we'll ever receive. If something keeps pulling at your heart, if you feel a calling that you can't shake, pay attention. It's likely part of your purpose. God doesn't place dreams in your heart for no reason. When you follow that inner voice, that whisper that leads you, you're aligning yourself with the divine plan meant for you. Let's talk about detours for a moment. Life doesn't go from point A to point B in a straight line. There are detours, there are moments of setback, and there are times when we feel lost. But remember this, every detour is a lesson. Every challenge is preparing you for something greater. You might be in a season where you feel like nothing is going right. Maybe you're dealing with loss, with pain, or with disappointment. Maybe things aren't falling into place the way you wanted them to. But what if I told you that these very moments are shaping you? That the things you're learning right now will be the tools you'll use for the rest of your journey? God's plan often takes us on unexpected routes, but trust that every path has a purpose. Surrender, now that's a big word. We live in a world where we want to be in control. We want to know every detail, every step of the journey. But God's plan often requires us to surrender, to let go of our need to control every outcome. It's a hard thing to do, especially when we care deeply about our lives, our families, our dreams. When you let go and allow yourself to be guided, you make room for God to work miracles. You make room for blessings you might never have imagined. Surrendering isn't giving up, it's an act of faith. It's saying, God, I trust you. I may not understand, but I believe that you have a plan for me. Now let's talk about service. Part of God's plan is for us to use our gifts, our blessings, and our lives to serve others. We are all connected, and the way we uplift one another is part of a divine purpose. When you lift someone else, when you use your life to make a difference in someone's world, you're aligning yourself with God's plan. Ask yourself, how can I serve sometimes? The very purpose of our lives is in the small acts of kindness and the ways we show up for others. Service doesn't have to be big or grand, it just has to be genuine. By serving, by giving of yourself, you become part of something larger than you. Resilience is one of the greatest gifts we have. Life will test you. There will be times when you feel like giving up, times when you wonder if you can go on. But remember that resilience is part of God's plan for you. It's in your strength and your ability to keep going that you'll discover who you really are. God doesn't put anything in front of us that we aren't strong enough to handle. And each time you rise, each time you push through, you're getting stronger. You're becoming more equipped to fulfill the purpose that's meant for you. Embrace that resilience. It's part of the plan, part of the journey, and it's shaping you every step of the way. Gratitude is a powerful practice. It shifts our focus, lifts our spirits, and connects us to something higher. When you can be grateful even in difficult times, when you can find the blessings even in the challenges, you open yourself up to the beauty of God's plan. In every season, in every chapter, there's something to be grateful for. Gratitude keeps you grounded, keeps you focused, and keeps you aligned with the divine. So thank God for the journey, for the lessons, for the love, and for every moment that has brought you to this very point. If there's one message I want to leave you with, it's this: walk by faith, not by sight. You don't have to know every detail of the plan, you just have to take the next step. Trust that even if you can't see the whole picture, even if the path seems uncertain, God is guiding you every step of the way. Faith is about believing in what you can't see, about trusting that there is a purpose, a reason, a divine design for your life. Step out in faith, believe in the journey, and know that you are exactly where you are meant to be. God's plan is unfolding in your life right here,